Okay, 7 o'clock, I want to call the meeting to order. Need to get things rolling here because there's a game I want to see at 8 o'clock.
K-State playing?
Them too. Let's let the record show that all board members are present. And looking at the consent calendar and minutes, any additions or corrections, which I would like to make a couple here. First, item 4, let's make it C, under items for action. We tabled the memorandum for record last time. Let's go ahead and take a vote on that this time. And that's all I have at this time. Anyone else?
Good.
Troy?
No.
Jim, anything? Okay, hearing none. Motion to accept consent calendar as printed and amended.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Jeff Clem,
Yes.
Jim Westmoreland,
Yes.
Lisa Snodgrass,
Yes.
Charlie Shoemaker,
Yes.
Dean Moberg.
Yes. Well, first of all, I want to welcome everyone tonight. I probably am correct in assuming you're not here for burning issues with the fire district, but for more important things. So, but does anyone in the audience have anything to bring up at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on to the special reports. Chiefs and the annual department update.
The only thing I have to add to my regular report is I did meet with the warden Friday at the lunch, Salads and Solutions, and we are going to start, he's willing to negotiate a little bit on the lease.
Lease, good.
So
Really? Okay.
we'll meet next week and see where we can go from there.
Sounds good.
So if you guys all say it's okay to go.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna change, right?
Well, right now,
only
nothing's
better.
changed. so
I
he's-
mean,
No, nothing major. What we talked about before, we're not going to get everything we asked for, but we may get a couple of things.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, go ahead, Tony. For those in the audience, I do a yearly presentation to the board, and you're all lucky enough tonight to be here. If you want to turn around.
Unfortunately,
It's kind of a
it's right
state of the state. It's kind of a state of the state of the department. This doesn't take very long at all. Our 2013 budget, we have valuation of $113,008,698. We had income of $816,296 and number of calls of 871. 2013 calls. This was a training exercise we had for grain extrication. We actually put guys down in grain and got them out. I think we got most everybody out. Lansing had 663 calls at 76.1% of the calls. Delaware Township, 86 calls, 9.9%. High Prairie, sorry about the printing, 96 calls, 11.1%. Out of district calls, that's to Leavenworth, Baser, Tonganoxie, wherever, 26 calls, 2.9%. We had a total fire loss last year of $551,020, but more importantly, we saved $3,552,080. Our 2013 valuation, total valuation again is $113 million. Lansing of $74 million, 66%. Delaware Township, $12 million at 10%. And High Prairie at $25 million at 22%. So we're running a little, Lansing's paying a little more, Lansing residents are paying a little more than their share, but it's basically working out. High Prairie continues to grow a little bit, Delaware continues to go down a little bit. District personnel, right now we are at 7 career, and we have a maximum limit of 23 volunteers, and right now we have 17 volunteers, and actually we're at 18. We picked up one Saturday, so we're at 18 volunteers now. Run stats, in 2012 we had 916 calls. In 2013 it was 871 calls, 49 fire calls, 499 medical assists, 45 rescues. These are motor vehicle accidents, ice rescue, people dangling from the building, people trapped in a pipe, whatever, it's any rescue call. 67 spills or leaks, gasoline spills, gas leaks, whatever. 158 assistance calls, this is CO alarms, smoke scares, power lines down. Basically, when somebody calls, I need help, that's what this call falls under. 49 false alarms, and last year we had 4 weather spotting calls. In grants, in 2013, we received $47,081 in grants and equipment. We received 2 grants, one from Hallmark and one from Walmart, and the rest of it was Department of Homeland Security money. And those 2 grants, we bought rescue equipment to coincide with our Homeland Security. Since our inception in 2004, we have received $309,017 in grants. Completed projects this year. The board voted to replace our 1988 pumper. This will be here in May or June of this year. The total cost of this vehicle was $460,172. And we're not really replacing it. The pumper we're replacing, that 88 is going to be a reserve truck at Station 2. Future goals. Additional career personnel as the board can see fit to provide them for us. Provide additional 24-hour coverage at Station 2. Replace our next truck now, it's going to be a 1991 pumper. That's the truck that sits out at Station 2, and this truck will be around $350,000. This will be less than the truck we just purchased because it'll be a 2-man commercial cab type truck. Build additional stations. Again, this is something I'm pushing for. Board agrees or disagrees, but this is my future goals. So one in the vicinity of New City Park and then one in northern High Prairie Township. And this we build in conjunction with High Prairie. Questions?
Rick, how many house fires was that last year?
Probably 6 or 7.
So it was up from normal?
Well, working house fires, we probably had 2. The rest of these were like kitchen fires. We had one lady overheated her, she cooked a Tupperware pot in her oven, but smoke went throughout the whole house, so there was damage to the house. So,
Do we have a copy of this report?
you will have it
Thank you.
if you want one.
Yes, sir. I think everybody would like to have one.
Okay.
I can't remember all those numbers, so it's easier when I dig them up.
Yep.
Now, this is your preliminary that you take to the city and the 2 townships?
Well, this is information. It depends on if you guys want to do the cities or what, but this will be what I give to the 2 townships, yeah.
Okay, looks good.
Okay.
Anything else, Rick?
I have nothing else.
Okay, one of the more pleasurable and honors the board has is to witness and participate with the pinning of new volunteer firemen. So at this time.
Okay, again, tonight, we have 2 volunteer firemen. Last month, we had 2. These guys have worked extremely hard. We, as a volunteer department, for those of you who don't know, we probably have the most stringent regulations of most any volunteer department you'll find. I know any Leavenworth County volunteer fire department. We require all of our guys to have Fire 1 and Fire 2, and these are nationally certified classes. The guys attended class from January through September last year. And KU comes in and tests the class. So we teach it, KU tests it, so they now have national certification. They can go get a job as a fireman anywhere in the United States. We require that. We require driver operator. We have physical agility tests for our guys, so it's a job for them. But my contention is that fire doesn't know the difference between a volunteer and a paid person. So our guys our volunteers are as professional as any other fire department you're going to find. So with that, we started this program several years ago to recognize these guys for their hard work. And with that being said, Chris? stand right out here. Who you want to have come up with you? This is a pinning ceremony. There you go. There's a couple little holes right above his heart there, not in his heart.
I'll try not to.
He doesn't have his EMT, so he can't work on himself, so
Just trying to figure out how to get it open.
it's a quarter turn.
Glasses.
There you go.
Okay, I promise I can stab you. I'm your mother. Try not to stab you. It won't go in.
You work like diapers.
Yeah, well, I haven't done that in a long time.
What are diaper pins?
Tape.
I told you get kids.
Easy, Charlie. Showing your age there.
Okay, good grief.
Nobody said it was going to be easy.
No, it wasn't, at all. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Cheese. Cheese.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Take your hand out here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Nice job. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Ron? I was going to do it for you.
Right for the blood.
There you go.
First blood.
Oh, just stick it in. He won't cry long. New shirt.
Let me get a hammer. You want a pocket knife? Just got the shirt.
No.
I can see we need at least a week training prior. I have it down pat.
All right, good job.
You get a little wiser because of your glasses. That's right. Lucky devil.
Two lucky devil.
Oh, one more. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. Shows the support you have for your guys. Appreciate it.
It's been said many times in meetings, the volunteer staff are the backbone of this department. Without the volunteers, we'd have nearly the quality we have right now, and it would be much more expensive. So thank you all very much for your service and the service you will give to the district. Okay, moving on to items for action. Fourth quarter treasurer's report. Jim?
Yeah, I give each one of you a copy. It's not that long. I hope you glanced over it. We've done real well this year. This is the fourth quarter report, but it basically sums up the year. And considering our straight line programming, we've come under, as you can see in the third paragraph, we've come under about 3.11%. So almost perfect. Right on straight line, expending what we had programmed, carrying a little bit over. We carried almost 7% over on personnel and a good bit more on the non-personnel expenditures, 12.43%. So again, I'd like to commend Chief Hahn on really keeping track of, our expenditures versus program. And he's done a great job, I think, and his system of records are very good. We look at that every quarter. We'll look at it every month, but we sum it up every quarter. And I'm very pleased as a treasurer the way he's doing it. And I'd like to thank him.
Looks good, Jim. Thank you very much.
Yeah, with that being said, Jim, I like the way you make that report. That's a very good report.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions? Motion to accept fourth quarter treasurer's report.
Well, I guess I'll move it since it's another
That was a motion? Do we have a second? Okay. Motion and second.
Jeff Flint,
Yes.
Jim Westmoreland,
Yes.
Lisa Snodgrass,
Yes.
Charlie Shoemaker,
Yes.
Dean Mober.
Yes. 4B, renewal of our VFIS insurance for 2014. I didn't copy it because it was 30 pages, but I did see it, so.
We took a less than a 1% increase this year, which I thought was very fair. ESIP did not submit a bid this year. They're not doing it, so VFIS is who we've got. They've done very well for us in the past, so, and they're the only two companies that offer insurance. So.
1%, that's not bad.
Not bad. Compared to workman's comp.
Yeah, exactly. Questions, comments about the insurance?
Yeah, do we need a motion on that?
Sure do.
I move we accept the insurance renewal proposal from VFIS in the amount of $17,798.
I'll second.
Motion and second.
Jeff Flint,
Yes.
Jim Westmoreland,
Yes.
Lisa Snodgrass,
Yes.
Charlie Shoemaker,
Yes.
Dean Mober.
Yes. 4C that was added, we did table the memorandum for record last time. Let's go ahead and make this an item for action. Let's go ahead and I would make a motion that with 5 members on the board, there's no reason to use a stamp, so if you're called, please come down and sign checks. So my motion is to do away with the stamps.
I'll second that motion.
Motion and second.
I didn't get to use it.
Charlie did.
He didn't.
Jeff
use
Flint.
it when he had
Yes.
Jim Westmoreland,
Yes.
Lisa Snodgrass,
Yes.
Charlie Shoemaker,
it. Yes.
Dean Mober.
Yes. Any items for discussion? Jeff?
Probably a discussion topic of presenting to the city.
Oh.
So I think last year, Charlie had a conversation with the city about wanting the board to present. Actually, I like a lot of what you put down there, except the wish list.
My wish.
So I think I would say that if we're presenting anything to the city, townships as well, that it should be something that's approved by the board, such as stations and other things that might make a presentation to who we represent. And I wouldn't, and I think other than that, I think the information is good, and I think if we leave out the wish list and just put in things that we're working on, I think it'd be just fine for you to take the lead on that.
You want me to get that presented?
I'll be there to answer questions. Do you want to give it this time?
I don't care. The way that the city manager did it, they get a report, and the chief's always at the meeting. They wanted them that they appointed on this committee technically, because we are one of the Lansing committees.
That's fine, I don't mind.
So you did such a fantastic job. You got my vote doing it again this year.
Yes, we do that thing.
Wait, I think Lisa wants to. Wait a minute.
That's,
Other,
I
Lansing
would agree, yes.
Okay, I thought.
As the senior city representative, huh?
Well, you gotta admit, he did a fantastic
He did.
job.
I didn't have to
It's
do it, so
great.
I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
It's a lot of backslapping here. I think I got some more work.
The Santa Fe just went through.
Just don't use
That's fine.
Don't use
All
your
right.
stamp, because they ain't gonna work.
Jim, if you want to do, but Delaware plans on letting the chief do the report, and I'll be
That's
standing.
exactly what I was going to say.
Okay, good. All right, anything else, Jeff?
No.
Charlie?
Not this time.
Lisa? Jim? Only things I have, and not really concerns, I just want to commend our captain for doing a good job in the chief's absence. Lansing didn't burn down, and, well, the chief was out of town, so that's a good thing.
I only got 4 or 5 calls, so that was good.
Jeff, you did a good job.
Thank you.
And the only other thing, Rick, I want to wish you well tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good luck with that. And that's all I have.
I do have some. Have you heard lately on our new truck? I mean,
We're looking at it June 1st.
June 1st? Yeah. Okay. I know, I was
We've
just
had
curious,
some
because
engineering.
It's been a while.
We've had some engineering issues, and I think we finally got everything straightened out. So-
Nothing that's gonna cost us more money?
No, it's cost us a little bit less, so we was able to put some stuff that we had cut out back in.
Okay.
So the price
June
is staying the
1st,
same. So, yeah, I talked to him, when I talked yesterday morning, in fact.
That's not that far off.
Items that are on that list of 10 that you added those back, one of those back.
Yeah, it was the very list, but with the very last thing we put in,
Yep.
so,
Good.
and the price is the same.
Yep.
Okay, the only other thing I had was one of our members will not be available on March 3rd, so we'd like to push that meeting back to the second Monday, the 10th.
Mark 10.
So check your calendars, make sure that works for you. And other than that, again, I would like to congratulate our new firemen. Ron, Chris, thank you all very much for what you've done and what you're going to do. This time, motion to adjourn.
Thank you all for coming too.
Yes, nice to see so many faces here.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
Jeff Hunt.
Yes.
Jim Westmoreland. Lisa Snodgrass. Charlie Shoemaker.
Yeah.
Dean Milburn.
Yes. Thank you all for coming.